It appears I have joined a very prestigious club, one of those clubs being that of being reacted to. I guess that is it an honor when a channel host, random person, decides to take your entire video, which I think that particular one was 20 or so, 30 or so minutes, and this amazing human being reacted every 5 seconds throughout that entire video. Well, kudos, and well, what can I say? I'm flattered. Even going as far as taking snippets of every possible facial expression that I made. That takes some diligence. That takes some chutzpah, real chutzpah. So, well, I don't know. I mean, I have reacted to stuff throughout my YouTube existence, and I guess it's a weird feeling, but eh, can't let things bother you. That aside, I want to stay on something that happened today, very brief. Hey, Trisha, see immediately, and I have to identify. See somebody or a name, it immediately makes me think of like everything regarding the circumstances of how like I know you and where we know each other. Like, all right, for example, I will go from the initial uh, intention of the video and talk about Trish. How's it been recently on these YouTube screets? Okay, I wanted to hashtag YouTube drama, YouTube screets, but I think we found ourselves in a parallel universe. Is there now sides? I'm going right into the drama. So be it. I am going to talk about the thing that inspired me today, though. It was a lovely, good deed that just felt wholesome. The opposite of YouTube. So, all right, anonymous dude, Mr. AD, Lee Abraham, blah, 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 all those channels, and then Martin, um, and we found ourselves on two different channels, not sides. Just because I was in AD's chat doesn't mean I'm trying to be on the side of the people in the chat, which I see sometimes appears to be an assumption of these congregations, right? So I saw you because of the snipe from AD to Martin, and I saw you over there, and I was like, oh shit, man, and I saw actually a lot of familiar names, people that I associate with hate being absolutely okay by me. Oh, uh, Dirk Diggler, man, Boss Lady Bird, man, everything's gravy. I think I said your name because somebody mentioned you. I was like, oh yeah, Bird. I have no idea what the context was. Honestly, I was just like, yeah, that was me commenting on all the insanity with, well, the usual suspects. Mr. Robbie, sir. I have that. What was that strange personal hush hush content you want? Oh, you wanted my feet pics, and we'll establish a deal on how I will send you my encrypted photographs. And you like how I wear the tight shirts? I understand, Robbie. That's Dirk Diggler Rob P right here. He wants photographs of me in extra tight shirts. He has an attraction to my moobs. Here's a free show. Hold on. Let me get it. You got some milk? You got some milk? Lap it up. That's a shout out to my heterosexual life mate. Maybe heterosexual. I don't know. No shame. 2024. That's all for you. Anyway, okay. So yeah, so Trisha, yeah, well, so while I was just, I don't know, wasting my time in 80s chat, watching everything that's so disturbingly fascinating, I'm just an audience member. I'm a consumer. And I'm reminded of watching Jerry Springer back in the day in my high school classroom. Yes, the teacher would turn on Jerry Springer for us to watch. Oh, the good old days, the simpler times. So I wonder if me being in AD's chat, does that mean everybody thinks that I think like all of them? Because there was like two people that were like, hey, we're a patriot, you suck, man. That was Captain Tramp Stamp. Uh, it's okay that we don't get along, Tramp Stamp. It's okay. I accept that you have a man's name tattooed above your crack. You have my blessing, no judgment. Aside from that, I'm sure you're a decent fella. And look, my channel is a little itty bitty nothing. Okay, you have a huge channel. Kumbaya, big respect to you with all that. Just I'm not a fan. Okay, the Adam Calhoun interview, and what was the other thing? Your reaction to his video, where every 2 seconds you had something to say, you didn't even listen to it. So you're not a reactor. You're a guy that's just trying to. I don't want to be so vulgar all the time. What's the PG version of saying, lapping up church's balls? There you go. So, yeah, that's it. But otherwise, I think you're a tip top fella, and I wish the best for you and your family. And whoever Neville, I don't know who Neville is, but it's like, hey, progressive, are you mad your daddy moved? It's like, what? Are you mad your daddy moved from Ohio? I don't get it. If there's an inside joke, an outside joke, or a joke that's just in your head and massively funny, the laugh track that may be repeating, hilarious, hilarious. Yes, I'm devastated my daddy. Don't know who that is. I mean, in your context, are you my daddy, Neville? Um, yeah, yeah, I'm heartbroken. Please, Dad, come back to my life. So yeah, anyway. So seeing all y'all over there in Martin's chat, look, that whole thing, see this, I'm gonna change all the hashtags and the entire, screw it. Screw it. It's a freestyle, don't give a shit. Um, Martin, I saw the thing with his girlfriend. Okay, like here's what apparently I'm not on this side of the people in the channel. I'm cool with just about everybody, but certain actions that happen, just like people have uh, chosen some things that I've done and held me to the fire for the rest of my days. I accept that. We hit the live button. Everybody sees us. They're gonna make their own opinions. Be great if they, make their own show and go on and say what they want to say, or have a actual conversation. But we're not civil or anything like that. Martin's girlfriend did the message thing where she was gonna call attorneys. I can't say that I'm okay with people, going after others like friends, family, loved ones. That to me, that's something I've never done personally regarding the YouTubes. So I'm not going to. Don't confuse me if you see me in a certain chat with like co-signing to everything. I just want to make that very clear. So just because I was watching from AD snipe and not Martin snipe, so fucking ridiculous, man. Like this is the content, man. I don't know how much time I dedicated to watching it. Maybe a half hour until I was exhausted and drained. So yeah, Trish, that's this is everything that came to mind in such a brief. You need a wide full. Hey, listen, Dirk Diggler, Rob P. I will give you every single shot, whatever it is that really gets that steam, that the water boiling, just let me know. We'll work it out, okay? Got to send me that. You know what? No, it's on me. Don't even worry about no cash app. Um, so yeah, I don't know. I still don't fully understand the circumstances, but I know there's a I know there's a beef, and it's a very public beef, and I am curious. Like my opinion, who cares? I'm just gonna think out loud. I think it sucks. My Martin's out there, so he's open to, people having opinions, just like he does. He's a very opinionated individual. I don't agree with him using the Plato word to describe an entire community, but I understand his hatred. But it's still, I mean, you don't just loosely just say that shit, man. That's wild, and I think it's just gonna bring way more heat and frustrations to him. Um, the man has, and I can relate for a spell. The man has baggage. He got into this relationship, and now the trolls that he has amassed, that he has provoked, are reaching out to his girlfriend that he just moved in with, or what? They're not moved in. Sorry, Martin, I don't know all the things because I don't watch all the content and I don't keep up on all the stuff. But look, I did see, and I'm not trying to double down on AD's point, but yeah, you know, you can't just be solely mad at the trolls. I understand it's easy to think that way. Okay, it would make things black and white, and it's easier to look at the world like that. I know, trust me, but it ain't. Accountability, something my own trolls. Thank you, my own trolls. Taught me over a span of I don't know how long. Accountability is important. By you talking about her and what personal moves you're making in life and showing her picture I don't know if you shared her name. This doesn't mean it's okay that people went after her and now her friends. That shit's disgusting. But damn, I hope you see some level of accountability on your part. So everybody's kind of fucked up in this situation. So I guess that's my 2 cents on that. There's apparently it's still ongoing, and I'm not gonna, as tempting as it is to just get lost in that. I, here's the reason I came here, which might disappoint the people that have come here. And unashamedly, I will say hello to the names here. I don't care if they got bad reputations elsewhere. It's just, I don't know other people's beefs, and if I ain't got a beef with you, no pork chops here. I ain't got one in my pocket. Now, if it was Wagyu or was it Wagyu Japanese beef, that really super rare, expensive Japanese beef, I've never Kobe. If it was Kobe beef, now we'd be talking. All right, I'd be willing to go through some crazy beef to get some of that Kobe. But I ain't got no Kobe level beef. What the hell am I talking about? I wonder the same thing. So okay, good deed of the day that made me feel wholesome, and this simple act today, just anytime something like this happens, and I came home with like no chips on my shoulder, I felt freaking great. A simple, free, good deed. It was just nice. So I'm at now, literally, I have three, two jobs that I actually have to be there, and uh, well, out of that too, a third stream of income. It ain't YouTube, I promise. All the my dollar 50 cents. No. So anyway, a customer comes into the shop, and you know y- we all know generalities, right? We have kind of an idea of what somebody intimidating looks like, whatever the case. He would appear that way at first glance, right? But then he gets close enough. There's one of my elder employees, not an old person. He's just been there longer, so he's been kind of over. I don't know. He doesn't need to teach me shit, but he's there trying to just teach me a little bit of the ways of the land there. And it was a very simple request. This guy comes in. You can see like literal innocence in this. You would think he's a tough guy, but I'm looking this man in the eye, right? He's just got a, I don't know how to say this. I don't want to sound too soft, right? We're all alphas in this bitch. No, man. He had a kind face. He had a kind face, and he asked a very simple question, and it was just, "Hey, stupid question, guys. I'm sorry. Do you happen to have a milk crate that I could bring home to my mother? She really wants to like build a garden or put flowers in it or something." And Mr. Grumpy Magoo behind me, who's kind of like a supervisor role, immediately no. And I was like, bro, tell you what, his name is Joel. I gave him a shout out in the description. He subscribed today. Joel, I hope you see this. I want to thank you if you watch this, Joel. You gave me an opportunity for a random act of kindness, and the fact that you came back after I left, you wanted to give me like I don't know money or something, and I told you on the phone, dude, no. I said kindness begets kindness. I said, dude, I'll go to the job I quit like what I'm not gonna be accurate, less than a month ago, and I'll go get you a fucking milk crate, dude. And he's like, "Oh man, that's amazing, dude. Thank you so much." Just the authenticity of his gratitude really. So I said, "Dude, give me your number. I'll get it for you because it seemed like a big deal. I know this is a silly story, insignificant in the grand scheme, but it means something to me, and I'll forget it, but I will never forget how it made me feel." So after the shift ended, I went to the owner and I explained how simple it was. He's like, "Oh yeah, sure." So I leave the crate in front of the store on top of the shelf that I had to move out there, some big ass piece of furniture. I call up homeboy Joel. I'm like, hey brother, you needed a crate? Well, it's outside. Just tell I named the owner. I said, just tell him blah blah blah. Oh, well, feral chinchilla. I always feel you know what? I'm over it. Thank you so much. Thank you for a random act of kindness, and I appreciate it. Just you being here is a gift. So I just said, yeah. Tell him just in case you run into the person that said no. Tell him me and the owner. I gave the name. Said it's okay, and he was just shocked over such a simple a milk crate, a milk crate. He was so thankful. He was like, "Wow, man!" He literally used the words, "That's powerful," and and then insisting to, I wanted nothing for this random act. You know what was payment? Seeing kindness in the world, the interaction of two people that just wanted to help one another and were grateful for the action in and of itself. That was the gift today. That supersedes and is far more powerful than all of the silly anger and hatred and vileness that is all concentrated in somebody I admire. I love this quote. This literal piss-soaked corner of YouTube. You're changing the hearts and minds. Uh-huh. Yep, yep. You also get a free milk crate there, Rob, along with your OnlyFans content of me in Teletubby uniform, tight shirts for my accentuate my moobs, and we'll talk about socks or no socks. We have to get deeper into our random 3 a.m. calls. So, yeah, just I really wonder this about all the people that seem to thrive off of the hatred of others on YouTube or any social media platform. Drama gets all the clicks and the views, right? I came in here talking about all of the insanity on AD and Martin's chat. People were climbing on in. Me talking about kindness, not as fascinating. But I'm thankful that I see it. It actually, like, it inspired Chinchilla to it motivated something positive. And even I'm sure from an optic of me saying it, it sounds self-serving, but I'd like to think that that's kind of how it works. And that's what I meant to Joel. Again, shout out that kindness begets kindness. So here's what I was thinking or wondering. If these people that are anonymous to one another, that hate each other so much, if they randomly saw each other, just like me and this individual today, and somebody unknowing of whatever beefs there are and all this vile hatred and behavior, if somebody just asked for a favor, hey, can I get $1 or I need bus fare? If they didn't know imagine Martin and not knowing who is an example. I think of one of the trolls, guys. I don't know. Newbuck, Rich Newbuck. There's a name that comes to mind. The Inspector Gadget guy. They run into each other and they don't recognize each other's face, and one just has a simple basic need. I'm hungry. Would these two individuals, if they weren't angry as all hell at each other on YouTube, would they simply do something kind, a random act of kindness? Like, I want to know how much of an impact. This is always my concern with YouTube. If you get way too invested in the insanity of YouTube and tribalism and you know finding people, it's I'm gonna read I'm not I'm going to define again the term tribalism. Being around people that all hate the same people as you, and when you get on that bandwagon, you don't know the context, you don't know the reason, you just jumped in to be on a bandwagon and to just be buddy buddy with someone and be arm in arm and say, hey, look at us, we're so cool. Oh my God, we've grown in number. Now it's a huge circle jerk of about 200. We all hate that guy. Oh, this is so wholesome. Yeah, that's a sad, sad thing. So if you get too invested in that, I hope that people like this, individuals like even Mr. Rob P, who has been harassing me for OnlyFans s content. I wonder, even though he recognizes me, maybe after my facial reconstruction surgery, well, Robbie, Robbie, I hope that if ever we ran into each other and you just, I don't know, you needed a quarter to get something out of a vending machine. What are we in the 90s? I mean, $75 to get a Coke out of the vending machine, and you didn't know me or it was my brother. I hope you were a decent enough human being, even though you're all anonymous and all that. Very spooky, spooky, spooky. Would you do the right thing, or or that's, I mean, the right thing is subjective. Would you do the kind thing? That's what I don't know. That's kind of a psychological conundrum I have for myself because I see people so willing to be very, very vile, and I'm guilty of going on channels where people do all this stuff, and I can't help but be human and watch train wrecks. I'm sure not to take part of it, and I got look at this progressive patriot here. I think I've fallen upon my own lol cow, just like I'm a lol cow for perhaps Mr. Robbie over here. It's very possible, but I don't know if I want to get into the whole. Then I'd be no different than everything that I find disgusting. You know what? I'm having this epiphany in real time. I really was considering showcasing somebody's content that they're voluntarily putting out there. This person is embarrassing themselves quite a bit, harassing people that I consider a friend. I wanna I don't know. Maybe I'll let things play out and see if their actions continue to be despicable. It's one of those people that says, "Oh, the FBI is watching you, and you're gonna get arrested and sued and this and that and the other. You're gonna lose this and that." I don't know. This one I gotta think over for myself. Ain't gonna take too long, and I'm not gonna rush any judgments. But yeah, it's just, I suppose, an option. I don't know. I'm siding on probably not, but let's see how far crazy goes crazy. But otherwise, the intention of this was to talk about a very positive experience today. Neat lady, you told us you won't. You told us you wouldn't give 20 to. Oh, Robbie, don't get it wrong. Are you talking about the fucking ladies that were in front of my old job that literally used their children to try to pull on people's heartstrings? That was a family that refused literal employment. People were offering them jobs. They they were fake, they were frauds and beggars. Yeah, no, at first I gave that woman whatever money I had, $10. I recorded it. That shit was live. It was stupid because I learned later, yeah, they started playing music from a speaker, but they pretend to be playing it on an electric violin. It's one of those pre-recorded scams. And geez, Rob, you really have archived my life in your brain space. I wonder how often you really think of me. Man, again, I find myself reflecting on how serious our chemistry is, Robbie. You're you complete me. I want you to put this up to the screen and complete it. Complete it. No, it's not the size of your schmeckle or mine, but go ahead. All right, you complete me. That's a mini heart for you, Robbie. It's a mini heart. Okay. So, anyway, yeah. Once I learned they were scammers, I stopped giving them money, and I even persuaded people to stop giving them money because they were a bunch of scammers that were using their children as bait in the hot sun. The police removed them from the property so many times. So, yeah, there you go. Thanks for letting me dig into that memory. Also, I know the people that come here probably most likely don't share my passion with this kind of stuff right here. And hello, Andrea. I know that some people don't hate you, don't love you. I don't know anything to hate you for. So it's nice to see you here. What's up, Bryn? I know a special someone that might be my locale soon, depending. I don't know. I mean, they really want smoke from as many people as possible. I'm still on the fence with that one. But she doesn't like it when I say your name. But yeah, people don't share my passion with the comic books. But I'm gonna make not my first. This is gonna be probably my, I don't know. Who keeps track of these things? Ask Robbie later. I'm gonna make another pre-recorded video, and I'm going to adopt the style that I seen. I shared some this guy's channel. He's been a real inspiration and motivation in a direction that I'd like to go or test out. I still am going to do all the things that I've been doing on this. Uh, uh, can you do the complete me heart for me too? Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Everybody gets little mini hearts and micro penises all the way. So I'm going to adopt this style because I'd love to review comic books, and I hope it's in a way that translates. I'll be making more shorts featuring some of the stories that I've enjoyed throughout my little geekdom. I guess everybody's got a little, you know, something. It ain't video games for me anymore. My attention span doesn't last. Beautiful day out, by the way. So, oh, thank you, Andrea. See, we got little complete me hearts for everybody, enough to go around. All right. So, and I like to say hello to everybody. Boss Lady Bird. Yeah, I hope that you didn't assume that. Yeah, I don't know that was Fusion that came here and was like, "Yeah, man, yo, the milk is crazy." I was like, "Hell yeah, the milk is crazy." And then he said, "Yeah, Bird," and I was like, "Yeah, Bird," and I didn't know the context. So, hey, everybody's entitled to spill milk. Look at all my milk flowing right now. Free milk. Go ahead and snipe me, or maybe the lady that'll be the. I want to wager a bet that if I do make this individual into some version of a lolcow, no version, a lolcow, it'll be one of the best lolcows on YouTube. Literally, I would want to vote after like 4 videos if you would think this person is more of a lolcow than Square. Sorry, Squizzle. Not sorry, sorry, but not sorry. Let's be very clear on that. Yeah, no, yeah. Square, you make it too damn hard to be your buddy. So yeah, this person, man, whose name I'm not gonna share today, I really think is just a gold mine waiting to be. Ooh, I was gonna say like tapped. No, just if you get just an image of the kind of content this lady does and how unhinged she is and rages and hates and takes calls from her family and berates them and begs for money and just this is a mentally unwell person, and there's got to be something in that heart. There's got to be something logical or nice. I just unfortunately the circumstances have made it where I don't get to see the best of this person. Maybe she needs a milk crate, or say, Robbie, if I gave you this person's link, man, would you give it a try? Would you? Could you? No, 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 I can't. Robbie, you're the only one for me. Let's not beat around the bush. And I don't mean that literally, you freak. I don't mean that literally. The bush pictures you want, which is an odd request, I must admit, based on the how much bush you require, you're gonna have to give me at least 2 years to honor that agreement. Um, anyway, you want to be in the vote? Hey, free country, man, free country, free channel sometimes too, right? Right? I want that dollar sent to me post haste. So yeah. Anyway, expect the new content pre-recorded video. I'm very accustomed to live feeds because I like being involved with the audience. Just it's what I'm most accustomed to. I really hope, because the my work schedule is very very different. I do a lot of morning, early as morning shifts, can't believe I'm actually able to do it. But thank goodness for not drinking anymore, which it's 147 or 167 days. One of the two. I have the app here. I just, my memory, it is not the best. Pathetic admission here. I don't remember my parents' birthday. And I just know, like, my mother was born in 1945, okay? So, I can't be your only lolcow, man. Come on, man. Really? Truly? That means a lot. That means a lot. Tell you what, man. I will go as far as I will. I didn't want to say this publicly. Just like you asked, Robbie, I'm gonna go ahead and pluck a hair. Here, hold on, hold on. Ugh. All right, this is for you, Robbie. I know the way you explain that this would mean the most to you out of anything that's ever happened in your entire life, which is a lot for somebody that's like 60 years old. I'm gonna send this to you, okay? Careful if you're going live. All of the uninterested people of the world who want that reading slot will send trolls. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, look, or rating. It's I don't know what to say. As long as nobody does well, no, let me not make the stipulations clear of what has occurred in the past that I never want to see again. But one thing I'm very open about is somebody called my job once upon a time when I was in a corporate job. And Robbie here called me at 3 a.m. If I'm wrong, Robbie, correct me. But I mean, you're definitely the most in love with me, which feeds my heart and my heart valves and everything adjacent to it. I'm just so moved. Thank you for that phone call. I assume you just wanted a chat or a natter. And don't worry. Oh, I try. Damn it. Hold on. There we go. There's another one. That's gonna be sealed. Uh, no air will pierce that bag. It'll be just as pure as the day it was pulled. And we saw it live. I'll send it to you, Robbie. So yeah, okay. Hashtag milk crates matter, but the real thing, if there's anything to take out of my maddening rants, and yes, I'm a bipolar guy, but I don't let that define me. It just happens to be a part of me, and it's nothing to be ashamed of. So I'm very transparent about that. So if I ever come off manic or just like you can't follow with everything I'm saying so quickly, maybe that's a factor. Who knows? But random kindness is what I hope the takeaway is. I look forward to seeing all of you in the near future. Um, and I'm hoping that Josh, Adam, and myself, yet again, we changed from Saturday to Friday because all of our schedules are chaotic. We're going to do the best we can. And I just pass on that kindness to you all. And I hope you guys make a fantastic day, night, week, month that you can. Make the best of it. And please don't get too sucked into everything that you find that can be so damn vile. Don't let it influence you and don't let it bring you down. Not to get all, I don't know, kind of stoner hippie-ish here, bohemian or whatever, but don't let your vibe or your aura get affected by what you find yourself getting engaged in or watching. Just watch out for number one, okay? That's, if anything, that's the message I'm comfortable signing off on, okay? And it's okay to be open about your own mental health, and if you're not okay, it's even more important. Although remember, when you hit the live button, it can and probably will be used against you in the court of YouTube. Everybody, take care. Shabbat shalom. Till next time. Huh? Huh? Look. Huh? Complete me, Robbie. Complete me.